Second day Navaratras, hope some pujas, chantings, at least remembering the mother and prayers, all are doing for universal spiritual growth and also of ourselves. Let us chant Ashtadasha Shakti Beta Stotram. ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करे देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गला देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरुहूतिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठेन्नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम् इति श्री अष्टादश शक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्. In this way, by being so regular in Shastra Adhyanam, having slowly heard, thought, understood about the Paramatma being there in and through the entire universe, knowing that it is because of not tuning to Him that all abnormalities, aberrations, problems are occurring at both individual level, mutual level, and total level. By invoking that Lord's grace through prayers, through living the life as prescribed by the Shastra, straightening all those curves or crookednesses, we have to see that divinity expresses through us, experienced by us, happens through us, expressing as the calmness, the quietness, the peace, the joy, the bliss. In that pursuit, we just started the first step of studying Shastras. Then let the Shastra Jnana become thorough. Then know that in the effort of trying ourselves to tune to divine, surrender to divine, become one with the divine, so many inner and outer, whatever hiccups come, going through, negotiating through all of them, we have to keep on putting efforts to achieve in a balanced state of mind and unmindful about how much we have succeeded or failed. Unmindful in the sense, not bogged up by it. We all work in the outer world in sadhana only for success, there is no doubt. At the same time, that dignity, that maintenance of balanced Vyaktitva in doing our best, yet not disturbed by anything, we should become. तो हर दिन का हमारा स्वाध्याय साधना शांत मन से जानकर जानबूझकर किया जा रहा है. And the divine also blessing, the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara also is blessing. जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी से जिस स्पीड से होना है हो रहा है. So we have ensured our doing sadhana, we have ensured our being relaxed. Relaxed is not laziness, dynamically doing yet undisturbed regarding sometimes success, sometimes failure, sometimes we can do better, other time not so. These all in every field happen. In the same way, how many causes, reasons are there influencing our Vyaktitva, our sadhana, our siddhi? We don't know. But with faith in the goal chosen, path understood, in the God, Guru, and Shastra, we keep on doing our due sadhanas. And what are all sadhanas is faculties withdrawn from their respective world. Then the antakarana applied on the divinity through the bhakti and jnana yoga If the Lord Himself blesses, it will happen. Else, through Jnana Yoga, slowly reach to the core of personality, the subtler than the subtlest, beyond all the inner layers, inner states. This is what is Adhyatmika Sadhana. Discovering the subtlemost, discovering the substratum is the Adhyatmika Sadhana. Discovering that which is beyond, behind everything as the primordial cause all the time. Before the creation came, now the creation is there. Creation slowly getting dissolved. Total creation also goes away. Still, that truth remains. Recognizing the truth is as ourselves is the spiritual ultimate goal. So let us try today to our pursuits. We will conclude today our 87th chapter. If possible, I can't assure if all shlokas are done. एक आध बच गया तो कल. Then in Adhyatma Ramayana also, few shlokas of Rama Upadesha, Sri Rama Gita we will see, regular chantings we do, Sahasranamavali Durga we do. Then as we started today's, the Stotra Ratnavali of Devi Ma, few more stotras, 2 or 3 we do, just surrender to her, asking her to purify us, to beautify us, to sanctify us, to rectify us, and then to lift us for the divine experiences. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुगं ब्रह्मर्षि सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवाद गुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे माता पितृ देवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोद सिद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवतानां दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवं भक्त्यादि योगादि ज्ञानादि साधनानां विवेकवैराग्यानादीनाम् अनुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां साधनानां योगानां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परायाः समस्तसत्सम्प्रदायानां च पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त दिग्मंडल भूमंडल विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व सामरस्य विश्व सौभ्रातृत्व विश्व सौमनस्य विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठितानाम् अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधक सेवकानां आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य विजय आदि सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूलता शक्तीनां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम श्री ब्रह्मांड श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं दशमस्कन्धस्य वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीसनन्दन उवाच श्रुतय ऊचुः। Chant from 40th mantra 40. त्वदवगमेन वेत्ति भवदुत्थशुभाशुभयोः गुणविगुणान्वयान् तर्हि देहभृतां च गिरः अनुयुगमन्वहं सगुणगीतपरम्परया श्रवणभृतो यतस्त्वमपवर्गगतिर्मनुजैः द्युमतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया त्वमसि त्वमपि यदन्तराण्डनिजया निचया ननु सावरणाः क इव रजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयः त्वयि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच इत्येतद् ब्रह्मणः पुत्राः आश्रित्यात्मानुशासनं सनन्दनम् अथानर्चुः सिद्धाः ज्ञात्वात्मनो गतिम् इति अशेषसमाम्नाय पुराणोपनिषद्रसः समुद्धृतः पूर्वजातैः व्योमयानैर्महात्मभिः त्वं चैतत् ब्रह्मदायात् श्रद्धयात्मानुशासनं धारयन्श्चरगां कामं कामानां भर्जनं नृणां। श्रीशुक उवाच एवं ऋषिणादिष्टं गृहीत्वा श्रद्धयात्मवान् पूर्णः श्रुतधरो राजन् आह वीरव्रतो मुनिः। नारद उवाच नमस्तस्मै भगवते कृष्णाय मलकीर्तये यो धत्ते सर्वभूतानाम् अभवायोषतीः कलाः। इत्याद्यं ऋषिम् आनम्य तत्शिष्यांश्च महात्मनः ततो गादाश्रमं साक्षात् पितुर्द्वैपायनस्य मे सभाजितो भगवता कृतासनपरिग्रहः तस्मै तद्वर्णयामास नारायणमुखात् श्रुतम् इति एतत् वर्णितं राजन् यन्नः प्रश्नः कृतः त्वया यथा ब्रह्मणि अनिर्देशे निर्गुणेऽपि मनः चरेतो योऽस्योत्प्रेक्षक आदिमध्यनिधने यो अव्यक्तजीवेश्वरः यस्सृष्ट्वेदमनुप्रविश्य ऋषिणा चक्रे पुरः शास्तिताः यं सम्पद्य जहात्यजा मनुष्यैः सुप्तः कुलायं यथा तं कैवल्यनिरस्तयोनिमभयं ध्यायेदजस्रं हरिं तं कैवल्यनिरस्तयोनिमभयं ध्यायेदजस्रं हरिं ध्यायेदजस्रं हरिम्। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे नारद नारायण संवादे वेदस्तुतिर्नाम सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम ओम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः निरोधस्यानुशयनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः उत्तरार्धः अथ सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीसनन्दन उवाच श्रुतय ऊचुः in the 40th mantra. What we have seen, tvadagavagami navetti bhavaduttha shubhashubhayoho gunavigunhanvayan tarhi dehamrutam cha giraha anuyugamanvaham sagunagita paramparaya shravanabhrataha yataha tvam apavargagatihi manujaihi. One of the top shloka, beautiful shloka, sober shloka, deep shloka, very interesting meaning it has, very to be attended meeting. First point, Tad Avagami, the one who, O Lord, discovered you, of course, by your grace sadhanas, experienced the deeper, subtler you as your his own essential self. Tad Avagami, जिन्होंने आपको जान लिया, परख लिया, अनुभव में ले आया, है ना, मीन्स फुलफिल्ड हिज लाइफ इन द आध्यात्मिक साधना of going beyond all the seen sthula sukshma karana tadavagami. Such person navethi bhavaduttha shubha shubhayoho. He is no more aware of any shubha shubha coming in this world given by you to the upadhi level. Bhavaduttha shubha shubhayoho. So, in other words, what it means, shubha shubha are the results of the karmas done. So he rises above all the karma phalas no more touch him, they get bharjita, they get roasted. As we saw in our yesterday's, which of the classes? Mundaka Upanishad, Telugu mein, wherein the last one, ki karmas and also vijnanamayascha atma pareveye sarve eki bhavanti. So the one who discovers the Paramatma Tattva, for him the Shubha Shubha Karma Phala of Sukha Dukha, which used to touch him when he was identified with the Upadhis. Now he is beyond the identity with the Upadhi. He is with his own self. He is in the Sarupa Pratishtha. He has done the Hanam of the Adarshanam or the Avidya or the Ajnanam. I'm just using the Yoga Bhasha words. Therefore, Bhavadutta Shubha Shubhayoho Naveti Tadavagami. So, it also means what? Only in the discovery of the Lord that we rise above, be attentive. Doing both Punya Papa Karma and getting its result of Shubha and Ashubha. Sukha Dukkha. Till that time, the Shubha Ashubha doing knowingly, unknowingly, casually, consciously goes on happening through us, and the totality definitely gives the results of that. Therefore, knowing Paramatma is the only way for mukti from this Punya Papa Karma Parampara, from that the Sukha Dukkha Karma Phala Parampara, for that good or bad Janma Parampara. Navet Tadagavagami Naveti Bhavadutta Shubha Shubhayoho. In the same way, Guna Vigunan Vayan Tarhi. So guna vigunaanvayan tarhi. The guna viguna means what? The do's and don'ts of a vidhi nishedha which are given for the ajnanis. He is no more in that. And for the ajnani to become jnani, all the vidhi nishedha are given. Now he has become jnani, he has discovered you. Then where is the vidhi nishedha? So the sukha dukkha anubhuti will not be there to him, which are only up to the upadhi level. So too the vidhi nishedha which are there for a jiva, for a samsari, for an ajnani. When he is realized the self, then this guna viguna imposition on him. तो ये आपको करना चाहिए, ये नहीं करना चाहिए. These things won't be there. In fact, his expression becomes an adarsha for others. That is why the Jivan Mukta Lakshanas, the Jnani Lakshanas, the Bhakta Lakshanas, the Satpurusha Lakshanas are taken as standard for the Shastras for writing. Shastras get their standard from this Jivan Mukta's Jivana Shaili only. So he does whatever happens through him for the Loka Kalyana only. So neither you, the Lord, nor me, the Shruti, can superimpose or so can force him that this is guna, this is viguna. Means कोई भी शास्त्र का किसी का भी ऑर्डर उस ब्रह्म ज्ञानी पे जरूरत नहीं होता कि ऐसा जीना है ऐसा नहीं जीना. That also means what? Till that moment of discovering the self, we are subjected to the conditionings of the Shastras in our do's and don'ts. And exactly as per Shastra, Shastram Pramanante Karya Vyavastito, if we follow, we are in safe zone. If at all we break the rules and start becoming fanciful, licentious, we will definitely have the consequence of it in the form of dukkha. Therefore, the sukha dukkha, papa punya karma he is beyond that. Papa punya doing and sukha dukkha getting. In the same way, dharma adharma. This is a duty, this is not your duty. These impositions, guna viguna anvayan. Even that also naveti nahi. तो इंडिविजुअल को ही ये सारे रूल्स रेगुलेशंस लागू होते हैं. One who has become one with the infinite universe, who can impose these do's and don'ts on him? Second one. Third one, tarhi deha mrutam cha girah. Then the words of all Dehandharis, whether of respect and reverence and praise they do for whatever they have seen, recognized, or this ensuring the insult, the humiliations, some people do out of jealousy, out of ignorance, out of disliking, कुछ भी reason हो. कुछ लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. For the people of commenting, they don't even spare God also when it has to, when it is the case of blaming or insulting or humiliating. मनुष्यों का दिल दिमाग मुंह जो भगत काम करता है ना, कोई ऐसे महाज्ञानी सब संत थोड़ी है. Majority of people are bewakufs only. So they can talk any insult, humiliating things. Some of them recognizing the glory. They may praise, they may reward, they may, है ना, कोई वंदो कोई निंदो. इस जगत में कोई निंदा करते हैं, कोई वंदना करते हैं. That is their capacity of seeing this jnani. This jnani is sama in both of them. So sukha dukkha labha hani jaya parajaya mana abhamana. In all of that he is balanced. In fact, sukha dukkha labha hani jaya parajaya, things have gone away from his life because he is not pursuing any of the external things as goals for succeeding and becoming sukhi or labhavan or dukhi or nashta. But the mana apamana from the world will come. And also, उपाधियों को सुख दुख होते होंगे. If that sharing upadhis, the vidhi nisheda, Shastra will not impose on him. But then he acts again according to Shastra only, so that the Shastra rakshanam is done. है ना, शास्त्र परंपरा का रक्षण करने के लिए हाँ उस शिष्टाचार कहते हैं. शिष्टाचार का रक्षणा करने के लिए ही फॉलोस ऑल द रूल्स. Like we are called for a 15 August 26. So Jana Gana Mana, they tell us. So with everyone we also do namaskar. But we know the whole universe is one thing. And in that wisdom we are. But at that place you can't act that. You are called for that function. So you have to do namaskar through the Bharat Mata, through the Trivarna Mataka and national anthem, Jatiya Geetam. So we do it. It doesn't make any difference. So they follow all the rules, though they are beyond them. Their upadhis may get sukha dukkha, but they are not touched by them. Seeing them, the world can comment, pleasure, censuring or your respect, reverence is not touched by them. Oh. Okay, then how he reached to this sthiti or where he revels? For both questions, same answer. Third, fourth line. Beautiful it is. Very touching, very lovely. Ki anuyugam anu aham. Ana yuga means in every occasion. Anu aham is every day, every moment. All the time. Saguna Gita Paramparaya Shravana Bharataha. He has filled his ears, he has filled his heart by listening to the Gita Parampara. You, the Saguna or Nirguna. आपके महिमा को सुनते हुए ही डूबे रहते हैं उसी आनंद में. Mm, 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 mm. Saguna Gita Paramparaya Shravana Bhutaha. They are like that. And these two lines also indicate sadhana for you and sadhakas, how to reach to that Bhagavad Dhanamutta sthiti, after which the Baba Punya Sukha Dukha Mana Apamana never touch. Means these three pairs of things told to indicate that samsara will not be there too, that Bhagavad Anubhava Prapta Jivan Mukta Jnani. So it is what he does, how he reached, how we all also reached to that stage. All the three are indicated in these two lines. What it is? Anuyugam anu aham saguna gita paramparaya shravana bhrutaha. हमने कान को दिल को all the time while listen to do it for us, make us do it, give us the upadesha, उनको सुनते सुनते वो लोग पहुंच गए हैं, पहुंच गए लोग, इसके अलावा और क्या करेंगे? और हम सबको वही करना है. और मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली जो भी ऐसा करता है उनको क्या होगा? यतः त्वम अवगत अपवर्ग गति ही मनुजयी ही. तो थ्रू दिस मनुजा रीच यू, योर रीचिंग इज द अपवर्ग मोक्ष. अपवर्ग इज मोक्ष. तो भगवान को पाना ही मोक्ष को पाना है. तो भगवान गिव्स द मोक्ष. The Bhagavan, if he is Saguna Sakara, Upasana adi done through the Shravana of his Mahima, etc., or Nirguna Nirakara anyway, when one listens about that, contemplates on it, he one day discovers the oneness with it, then he is no more in the samsara of ignorance. Ignorance created upadhi, upadhi tadatmya, with that taking the world as real, running in and out of the world. All that will not be there. So जो कोई भी ये काम करेगा उनको भगवत कृपा से मोक्ष मिलेगा. हमको यही काम करना है, करके भगवत अनुभव पाप कर मोक्ष पाना है. अज्ञानी लोग हमेशा उसी अनुभव में प्रयत्न में रहते रहते हैं. इसलिए उनको किसी का अच्छा बुरा कहना या उपाधियों को सुख दुख मिलना और कोई विधि निषेध का प्रसंग स्पर्श नहीं करता. That is what is this shloka. Tadavagami navetti bhavadutta shubhashubhayoho navetti guna viguna anvayanha navetti dehamritam cha giraha. Anuyugam anuaham saguna gita paramparaya shravana bhrutaha. And why yatah means because tvam, you are apavarga gatihi, giver of moksha, manujaihi for manushyas. Or you are reaching itself is moksha. And that you only bless. फिर इसमें सारे यमेवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्य एष आत्मा विवृणते तनुं स्वाम। ये वाला श्लोक इसको कोट्स कर सकते हैं। और तेषामेव अनुकंपार्थम अहम अज्ञानजं तमः नाशयामि आत्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता, वो कोट कर सकते हैं। और सर्वधर्मान परित्यज इत्यादि मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः, all these shlokas find their quotations here. What is that last word? Tvam apavarga gatihi manujaihi. So you are the gati for the manushas, having reached which they go to apavarga moksha. Pavarga nahi hai. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. We told you. Pa, 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 fa, phala, ba, bandhanam, bha, bhayam, and ma means moha, maya. ये सारे संसार कहते हैं, उससे नहीं वो नहीं होना। ये सारे संसार कहते हैं, उससे नहीं वो नहीं होना इज पवर्ग नहीं होना इज इक्वल टू अपवर्ग इज इक्वल टू मोक्ष। सो श्रुति माता इन दिस वे स्तुति करते करते नाउ वी आर एंटरिंग इनटू द लास्ट 41st श्लोका। Shruti Mata, Veda Mata, while doing the waking up and stuti of Parabrahma, has indicated to us the essence of all Upanishads, in which the Sarupa of Parabrahma, Lakshanas, Tatastha Lakshanas, Dhyana, Upasana, Paddhatis, all of them are taught to us. But it's a research study. This study of this 25-30 shlokas are to be done like a PhD student does on the thesis or the theme which he selects. We also, in fact, वेदांत का शास्त्रों का हमें इस तरह से अध्ययन करना है, पारायण नहीं, सुपरफिशियल कथनम श्रवणम नहीं. So I am doing kathanam, you are doing shravanam, and some people do parayanam. उससे काम नहीं बनता, अध्ययन करना है. In that अध्ययन adhi ayanam, in the direction in which the shlokas are indicating the deep meanings, adhi means bharpur, उस meaning को catch करने तक, in the theoretical understanding, in the experience, उस प्रसंग को, उस श्लोकों को, उस शास्त्र को नहीं छोड़ना, it is called as अध्ययन. Just like any outer sciences, अध्ययन. The difference will be there. One difference between outer science adhyanam and spiritual science adhyanam is, in the outer science adhyanam, the object of study is the outer world. But that study has to be thoroughly experimented. Then the experiment का results को note करना है. Then again some other hypothesis that also experimented. The results are noted. Then the earlier result, these results, next result, सारा इकट्ठा कर करके they come out with a thesis. Therefore, this is what is the principle. कहीं भी हो, because of that only, from the medical field onwards, the creating rockets, launchers, bombers, whatever, सारे इसी तरह से create किए जा रहे. Same is done for a spiritual person, but the subject of investigation is Paramatma through the study of Shastra. That way, these shlokas are worthy of studying by all of us. ऐसे भावना से, भक्ति से, श्रद्धा से हमें पूरा दिल दिमाग लगाकर इन श्लोकों के हर पद को, वाक्य का अध्ययन करना है. So in this life of ours, we are tasting all these shastras. And if we really find the taste, we must do sankalpa of every shastra's rasagrahana, saragrahana, lakshya anubhuti I must get. For that, the next few lives, let me thoroughly be in the deep study and sadhana and anubhuti of the shastra. Oh Lord, bless me. Then in 2-3 lives, we go through that. मोक्ष हो गया. Thereafter, Prabhu इच्छा, what he wants to do through us. So this study what we are doing is not zero or bad worst. It is okay because we are regular, but not fully sufficient. Especially such topics. Though we have spent 15 days, today is the 15th day for this topic, 14th or 15th day, but then still every shloka needs thorough knowing the meaning, meditation on that, experiencing what it is conveying to us. Now we'll do the Ikatalisma Shloka, the last one, beautiful one. Dhyupataya eva tena yayurantamanantataya tvamapi yadantarandanichaya nanu savaranaha kaivarajansi vanti vayasa सहयत श्रुतयः त्वयि फलन्त्यतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः. So, last beautiful shloka. First, Dhyupatayaha eva. Eva means also. Dhyupatayaha, Dhyu means Dhyuloka, Devaloka. Dhyupati means Devalok में रहने वाले देवता गण एंड उनके गणनायक है ना, whether it is Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera आदि. All the Dhyupatis, the Devatapatis also. Devata Gana Samoha Nayakas. So Dhyupatayaha eva. Eva means also. They, what is that? Na yayuhu. They cannot come to the conclusion. Antam. Te antam na yayuhu. Means about you, the conclusive understanding, your swarupa, objectively they themselves, with their best of their faculties, they cannot come to. No. तो मैंने कहा 3 दिन पहले और पहले बहुत बार कहते थे भगवान से हम एक हो सकते हैं, लेकिन भगवान को ऑब्जेक्टिवली समग्र रूप से जान नहीं सकते हैं. नॉट ओनली वी बट इवन द बिग बिग देवदास who have got the great faculties of, let us say, अंतःकरण or whatever they are. उनके उपाधियां बहुत sophisticated होते हैं, हाई क्वालिटीड होते हैं. Even the Dhyupatis also cannot come to know your complete understanding objectively. That is called Antam. Te Antam Dhyupataye eva na yayuhu. So they themselves cannot reach to the concluding objective understanding of your entire Swarupa. I am just pausing here so that you refer to the Mandukyas or the Taittirias which we have studied. The words used, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, they are not Visheshanas. They are such Lakshanas where the Shabdas indicate the Anubhuti. Shabda और शब्द अर्थ का संबंध नहीं है. In how many ways we discussed, we tried to understand even how the Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam Shabdas also have to be analyzed to come to comprehend the Parabrahma. It was a big exercise for us. Only that portion, once more, we will study somewhere. So, इवन देवताओं के मनोबुद्धि भी उस भगवान को पूरी तरह से जानने के परखने में वो क्षमता नहीं रखते. So if they themselves Dvipataya cannot, how can we? Why? Anantataya. Because you, your Swarupa, your Shaktis, your Mahimas are Ananta. अनंत ही कहना पड़ता है. मैंने पूरा जान लिया ऐसा कोई नहीं कह सकता. अबाउट भगवान निर्गुण परब्रह्म एंड सगुण महिमास. सो बिकॉज इट्स द लास्ट श्लोका, इतना स्तुति करके श्रुति माता कह रही है ऑल देवतास देमसेल्व्स कैन नॉट डू स्तुति. हाउ कैन वी डू? देन यू एंड आई हैव टू से इफ देवता श्रुति माता cannot do complete stuti, how can we, human beings ordinary, can think that we can completely understand the God one day? One day नहीं, millions of lives लगा दो, पूरा भगवत महिमा तत्व किसी को भी समझ में नहीं आएगा. किसी को भी मीन्स किसी को. So first line's meaning is this: द्युपतय एव ते न ययुः अंतम. Reason is अनंततया. So you are vast, you are endless, you are infinite. So endless, vast, infinite is not comprehensible by any of the media of knowledge. बुद्धि से कॉन्सेप्ट के रूप में, मन से भावना के रूप में, इंद्रियों के द्वारा परसेप्शन के रूप में, यू कैन नॉट कॉम्प्रहेंड द लॉर्ड. श्रुति माता saying, nobody. So even Shruti Mata also, millions of Shastras can come, talk about God, yet all of them put together also cannot conclusively say that हम सब मिलकर भगवान का पूरा वर्णना की. But in any one of the Upanishads, the given jnana, when we pursue sadhana, we become one with God. Like the river cannot measure the ocean, but it can become one with the ocean. So it cannot be remaining other than the ocean and try to measure the ocean. In the same way, the उपाधियां भगवान से दूर रहकर भगवान को जान परख समझ नहीं सकते. क्या हो सकता है? उपाधियों के साथ हम भी उस भगवान से एकता का अनुभव कर सकते. Subjective experience of oneness with God one can have. Objective understanding of God, that He is of this measurement, this glory, one cannot conclusively say. Anantam anantataya. So Dupataya evate na yayu antam anantataya. Second point. You yourself said, O Lord, Twamapi. What you said? Yad antaha yad antaha anda nichayaha nanusa avaranaha. So within the Paramatma, Ananta Koti Brahmanda, with all their avaranas, mandalas around, Ananta Koti Brahmandas, with their avaranas, mandalas around, within the God are there. What? Ananta Koti Brahmandas. In what way? Kha iva rajamsi. Like in the space, the dust particles are hanging. You can see, like now, when a light comes from the window or ventilator, in that beam of the light, you can see the dust particles. I know. Can you count how many they are? In that one beam of light में कितने हैं वो ही गिर नहीं सकते. जो बाकी कितने हैं वो अनंत. Compared to those dust particles are the Brahmandas with their avaranas are hanging in Paramatma. परमात्मा के अंदर अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड धूल कण के समान वांति मीन्स दे आर मूविंग देयर, rotating, revolving, moving in coordination with each other wherever required by His grace only. That is what Ka iva rajamsi vanti Vyasa means with the Kala Prabhava. So in the Kala they are created in the space, they stay, during their stay they do the Brahmana, they go to each other, some of them they proper distance they maintain and relate to each other. Sometimes they collide, sometimes they merge in each other, sometimes they just dissolve into the Karana. क्या ब्रह्मांड ब्रह्मांड की बात कह रहे. अंड निचयाः ननु स आवरणाः. So अंड निचयाः means the accumulation of the brahmandas only, along with all the avaranas. The avarana is the पंच महाभूत आवरणास. आवरण को भी मंडल भी कहते हैं. सो द भू आवरण, देन जल आवरण, देन उसके ऊपर जाओ अग्नि का आवरण लेयर्स, देन वायु आवरण, देन द आकाश आवरण. सो ऐसे जो आवरण, आवरण मीन्स which affect that particular brahmanda for its sustenance and functioning for whatever the purpose divine chooses. तो अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड अपने आवरणों के साथ खेर अजान व आकाश में धूलि करने के समान इन परमात्मा, दे आर बॉर्न, दे आर स्टेइंग, दे आर मूविंग, दे आर रोटेटिंग, भ्रमंती, दे आर रिवॉल्विंग, दे आर गेटिंग डिसॉल्व्ड. You know, that's no Vishnornukam Viryani प्रवचं विममे रजांसि यो अस्कभाय दुत्तरगं सदत्स्तं विचक्रमाणस्त्रेधोरुगायो. In that Vishnu Suktam, in the beginning only comes. Ki, in some millions and millions lives, you may count all the dust particles that are there on the earth because it is limited. But you can't count Paramatmas. Gunas are Mahimas or his measurement, etc. Thousands of telescopes you send, the ant of the whole cosmos universe cannot be known. Where will it end? All of that is inside Bhagavan only. So this beautiful thing is Tam api, you also said, Yad antara, within yourself, Anda nichayaha, the Brahmanda samuha, sa avaranaha, with their respective sukshma avarana. Kaiva rajamsi, like the dust particles in the space, vanti, they all are moving, rotating, revolving, vayasa, in kala. काल के कारण उत्पन्न होना, बड़े होना, मिल जाना, बिछड़ जाना, टूट जाना, लय हो जाना, दे आर ऑल डूइंग वयसा सह. ओके. Then how then the Shrutis are indicating you? We. So the final thought of the whole subject now. Ultimately कहते हैं खैव रजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह. नो यत् श्रुतयः त्वयि फलन्ति अतत् निरसनेन भवत निधनाः. So, so bhavat nidhanaha means all the Shrutis whose purpose is to reach you, and having reached you, the Shrutis also become nidhana. तो आपको पाने के लिए, दिलवाने के लिए जो श्रुतियां उत्पन्न हुए, आप आपको दिलवाने में ही संपन्न होकर निधन हो जाता है उसका, में ही संपन्न होकर निधन हो जाता है उसका. दो श्रुतिज आल्सो, हाउ दे आर इंडिकेटिंग त्वयि फलंति. Yes, they are giving the phala of experiencing you, not understanding you, not comprehending you by being away from you. How? Tvayi phalanti atat nirasanena. Very important. This topic has come 3-4 times in these 15-20 shlokas earlier also. Atan nirasa means there are two things. Ahamo tatu. Me and something. We can call it as idam also. So atat or idam neti. Me. We can call it as idam also. So atat or idam neti. By saying neti neti to tatu or idam. So anything which is other than me, the self, the anatma, उसका निरासन करते हुए, निराकरण करते हुए, रिजेक्ट करते 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 करते, be attentive. In getting the experience of Paramatma, the Shrutis succeed. Okay? Tvaihi phalanti. In giving the experience and not the understanding. Like Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam में, how we have defined and understood Paramatma to be Satyam. Satyam is avitatham. Avitatham is rutam. Therefore, everything which is not anrutam is Paramatma. Anything which is anrutam is not Paramatma. Then how to reach the Paramatma, the rutam? That which is anrutam, when we reject it. That's how we understood in the Taittiriya Upanishad. So that which is anrutam, which is subject to change and destruction, when you go on rejecting, That which is non-changeable, non-destroyable is called as Sat or Satyam. That is Brahman. And that is experienced as ourselves, not objectively known. वहाँ उपाधियां रहते नहीं समझने के लिए बुद्धि भावना करने के लिए मन इत्यादि. No, it's an experience of I am that. It can't be again described. If it all described, again in the bhasha of the Shruti only it is described. No new way. Language may change, but the things which are employed in that language to indicate are same. So, श्रुतयः अपि त्वयि फलन्ति अतत् निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः. So, भवन्निधनाः श्रुतयः अपि अतत् निरसनेन त्वयि फलन्ति. So, other than the Shrutis, no other things can help us in reaching to the God. Reaching to the God is merging in Him and becoming one within Him and experience. So, not by being objectively trying to understand it. And how it is done? Anything other than that pure self, everything which is experienced as not self, by doing the nirasana of that. Neti, 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 neti. सो जो जन्म वाला है, जो चेंजेस होता रहता है, जिसका मरण होता है, ऐसे जो लक्षण वाला, उन सबको रिजेक्ट करते करते करते, लाइक अ जम वर्ड इज सेड. तो एवरीथिंग विच इज जम बॉर्न, व्हेन यू रिजेक्ट that which remains because it is ajam, that is Brahma. So to nirvikalpam. So everything is which is going through vikara, go on rejecting that. So that which never vikalpa yukta. So to ajara. Everything in the world is becoming jara yukta. That which is jara yukta, having rejected everything which never becomes jara, that is Paramatma. So to Paramatma is Amritam. Everything which is Marana Shila, go on rejecting, rejecting, rejecting. That which is Amarana is Paramatma. So to everything is Khanda Yukta, you reject, Bhagavan is Akhanda. Everything Rupa Yukta you reject, then the Arupa Paramatma. And everything Guna Yukta reject, the Nirguna Paramatma you get. So I am explaining you the meaning of Atat Nirasanena. And anything which is objectifiable in any parameter, when that all is rejected, then the subject which cannot be objectified, the subject which cannot be measured in any parameters is experienced. In this way, the Shruti is working. For those who are following the Shruti Mata, in giving them the Anubhuti of Paramatma and thereby moksha. Beautiful. Wow. Very, very sublime, very beautiful is these how many shlokas they were there? Starting from the Shrutaya Uchu 14 से लेकर 41. So 28 श्लोकास, 28 श्लोक है ना, 28 प्लस 13 41. वंडरफुल देवर ऑल. वी ट्राइड, 1% भी हमने नहीं किया, बट वी हैव कंक्लूडेड. भागते भागते somehow we try to go through it and we have concluded. So this way the Shrutis have done the Varnana of Parabrahma Paramatma, Stuti of Parabrahma Paramatma, Prabodha of Parabrahma Paramatma, Lakshana or Sadhana for us to reach to Paramatma, all are included in it. Then remember, इन सगुण साकार राम कृष्ण को पकड़ लिए, उपासना में आप बैठ सकते हो. प्रभु की जब इच्छा होगी अनुग्रह होएगा, आप बैठ सकते हो. प्रभु की जब इच्छा होगी अनुग्रह होएगा, फल मिले. निर्गुण में ना जितना भी शास्त्र पढ़ो, बुद्धि का गम्य तो नहीं है ना. इसलिए पूरा बुद्धि से समझ में नहीं आया, इसलिए फ्रस्ट्रेट होना, आना है करके इतना आशा रखना, दोनों करेक्ट नहीं. बट कोशिश जारी करते रहना, सो दैट the presence of Paramatma is always upheld in our intellectual comprehension. Else, the Paramatma is forgotten, the world is taken as real, we become samsari and sukhi dukhi baddha. And one day these things get clicked to us. कि ओहो परमात्मा को नेति नेति करके आत्म निरसन से आत्म रूप में सत्यम ज्ञान अनंत रूप में अनुभव में लाना है, ये धीरे धीरे घुसेगा ये पॉइंट. देन दैट टाइप ऑफ साधना वन साइड डेली 10 मिनट 15 मिनट शुरू होते होते देन वी रियली गो नियर टू द सेल्फ. As we go near to the self and experience it, then the intellectual information, knowledge, all of that is understood to be helpful at that time, but not so compulsory or not so great and not indispensable. उनकी क्या है? अनुभव आत्मा के लिए बुद्धि मन इंद्रियों की क्या जरूरत है? मैं जो हूं मैं हूं. दे ओनली गिव कलर्ड पिक्चर ऑफ द सेल्फ. मैं हूं जो हूं, है ना, उसके लिए उपाधियों की क्या? उपाधि आर टू नो द अनात्मा. Even though they are my upadhis, good upadhis, sophisticated upadhis, they have helped us in intellectually understanding me, the self, through study of Shastra, yet they are upadhis. Anything anatma you may know through upadhi. For knowing atma, why they need a upadhi? Manam buddhi ityadi. मैं मुझे अपने आप को मेरे बुद्धि से समझ रहा हूं. सी हाउ मच माया मोह इन दैट. मुझे समझने का चीज है क्या? मैं तो अनुभव होने का चीज हूँ. उसके लिए बुद्धि की क्या जरूरत है? इसलिए हम रखते भी नहीं बुद्धि को. यूज भी नहीं करते. इज इट नॉट? तो श्रुति माता हैज प्रेज्ड दिस वे द परमात्मा. रेवल इन दैट. एक्सलेंट इट इज. ओके. द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तमनन्ततया त्वमपि यदन्तराण्डनिचया ननु सावरणाः कैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यत् श्रुतयः त्वयि हि फलन्त्यतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः. My struggle is over. Toughest portion, like the Mandukya Upanishad only, even little subtler than this was this 28 shlokas. I struggled, tried, took these 10, 11, 12 days. कोशिश किया है डिस्कस. मे बी व्हेन वी वर स्टडीइंग भागवत फर्स्ट टाइम, उस समय शायद संकल्प था कि यार ये पोर्शन इतना टफ है बट इम्पोर्टेंट है, लेट्स गो थ्रू वंस. बिकॉज दैट ओनली भगवान made us study whole 10th skandha, maybe for us to make study this one which was our sankalpa or the desire. तो एक और बार भी पढ़ेंगे उसको हिंदी में. इच्छुक लोग एक आध दो है सुनने को, तो बस 4 5 6 दिन 1 1 घंटा 5 5 श्लोक कर दिया तो हो गया. So this is what the Shruti is doing, the waking up and the stuti of Parabrahma told by Sanandana Rishi to the Sanaka Sanatana Sanat Kumar. This is being told by Narayana Rishi Bhagavan in Badrinath to the Narada who went and asked this. How Shrutis describe Paramatma? This how it is. So now the Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Now Sanandana Uvacha Shrutayaha Uchu is over. Obviously with that the Sanandana Uchu also would be over. Now Bhagavan Uvacha will come. Bhagavan is telling Naradji, so he'll have to sum it up. Then in that summing up, he will also sum up what other 3 rishis have expressed their gratitude to Sanandana Rishi. That's the portion. 3 shlokas of Bhagavan here. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan कहते हैं कि इति thus ends. Iti means in Sanskrit full stop. Etat, this one. Brahmanah putraha, the Brahma Manasa putras, other than Sanandana. The Sanaka Sanatana Sanat Kumara. Ashrutya. Ashrutya means asamantat. Ashrutya means thoroughly, fully having heard and grasped every letter and word. This all is narration by Sanandana ji, not composed by Sanandana ji. Narration of what Shrutis have done to God or done the stuti to God. Exactly thing he narrated, but he remembered all. And how the Shrutis got the power, this we studied in Taittiriya. एक दो बार आया टॉपिक. Taittiriya study was very vast. Our 500 दिन में we have covered so many things. याद है तो परमात्मा के निश्वास से ही निकले हुए श्रुतियों में परमात्मा स्तुति करने की शक्ति है. When he was in that sleeping nishvasa, this is what the story. Here also, when Bhagavan withdrew everything which he created and was in that yoga nidra, from his own nishvasa, the Shrutis came and they waking up him for the next creation, next cycle of creation. Clear? श्रुतियाँ उनको जगा रहे हैं, यही तो टॉपिक था ये ना वही वाला. So, इति एतद् ब्रह्मणः पुत्राः आश्रित्य. So the Brahma's putras, they have asamantat ashrutya. Thoroughly, fully, they have heard, not with the charma shrotrendriya, but they heard with the hridaya. Start doing everything from the heart. Talking, inhaling, exhaling, responding to the word, listening, meditating. दिल से करो तो दिल में परमात्मा का जागृति होती. ऊपर ऊपर करो, ऊपर ऊपर ही रहते. So, ashrutya. Now here Bhagavan is using one word, Atma Anushasanam. What is this whole thing? It is all, though in a poetic manner, Jagriti of Paramatma by the Shrutimata by praising him, but all the praises, all the things that are there are nothing but indicating Atma Vastu only and telling that in this way try karke Atma Anubhav ko pana. That is why it has become Atma Anushasanam. Like Atha Yoga Anushasanam, Atha Karma Anushasanam. Anushasanam. Shasanam means order. Anu means to be followed. Atma Anushasana means this is how the Atma Tattva has to be contemplated, meditated, and realized and experienced as. Therefore, through the study of this, Atma Anubhuti should happen. Then we have studied it. Through the study of it, only an objective intellectual understanding has come. Means what? We have not understood for what purpose this whole topic was given. So, iti etat brahmanah putraha ashrutya atmanuशासनम. No, you know the yoga anushasanam, bhakti anushasanam. This is atmanuशासन. So you can say the Atma is Shruti, Paramatma का आत्मा ही है श्रुति और श्रुति का आत्मा परमात्मा है. तो श्रुति के द्वारा परमात्मा ने अपने आप को लोगों को रिवील करने के लिए ये अनुशासन दिया. स्टडी ऑफ दिस पोर्शन एंड कॉन्टेम्पलेशन. Bhagavan expressed as Shruti in which he described himself in this way, which having studied, we have to understand, contemplate and realize him as. So, ityetat brahmana putraha asrutyatmanuशासनम sanandanam atha anarchuhu. They have done the great anarchuhu, archana, upasana, puja to that Sanandana Rishi was the Mukhya Acharya. Other three were listening. Sanandanam atha anarchuhu siddhaha. Because while listening only, their hearts were so pure that they were in highest mode of contemplation, so they could get the Atma Anubhuti experience. That experience is called Siddhaha. Jnatva, having known Atmanaha of the self, Gati. Gati here means the nature. So through this rendering of Sanandanaji, having heard from him, experiencing their self, having become Siddha Purushas, these the Sanakadi, three other Munis have done the Archana, Upasana, Puja, Abhinandana, gratitude to this Sanandana Rishi. Okay. Now Bhagavan says this is the essence of all the Shastras, etc. etc. Those few shlokas, 43 onwards, these 7-8 of them, we will spare it for tomorrow's study. तो मैं सोचा आज पूरा हो सकता है, but we have spent good time in 40-41 thoroughly studying. Thank you. Wonderful it is. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे। ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। भूर्भुवस्सुः। वो 28 श्लोक हो गए हैं श्रुति का स्तुति, वेद स्तुति, but the chapter is not yet completed. We will do it tomorrow. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बाल वेणुगान लोल वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत भक्त जनाधार परम दयावाति मुक्ति संग गीतामृत दाता परम योगी पार्थ सारथ रूप कृष्ण दत्त सूर्य भाद्र चंद्र तारकम निम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र नक्षत्र पार्षद गीताचार्य मंगलम व्यासाय विष्णु योगींद्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे नमः। बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्रुति माता की जय। सनक सनंदनादि भागवताचार्य की जय। वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब सुंदर की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मंडल की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। There is a fulfillment feeling, contentment. That good thing is done by us. Accomplishment. अच्छा है. Thank you for you all for participating, encouraging. Mm. 89, 88, 89, 90. 40, 60, 50 श्लोकास आर देर. तो 40 श्लोक वाला 2 दिन में, 60 वाला 3 में, 50 वाला 2 में. तो 2 3 2 हो गए, 4 3 7. तो करेक्ट हमको ना ये नवरात्रों दसरा के दिन वी विल कंक्लूड भागवत. वी विल प्लान इट दैट वे.